Hello, wrestling fans. How's everyone doing? Now, this will begin the second stage of Road to WrestleMania, and hopefully everyone enjoyed this excellent pay-per-view. It looks fantastic on paper, but hopefully WWE will deliver at that pay-per-view live from New Orleans. Okay, now before the pay-per-view actually kicks off, they have a pre-show in a tag team match. Brewers Clay and Tenzai versus Team Rose Skylers. I am going with the newest tag team they just made recently. Brewers Clay and Tenzai. They didn't come up with the name yet. So it's gonna be a very short match. I'm going with Brewers Clay and Tenzai. Okay, now to open up the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. There's no certain order. The WWE Divas Championship match, Caitlyn versus Tamika Snuka. I am going with Caitlyn. I know she just beat Eve a couple weeks ago on Raw, and I think she will retain the belt. It's going to be a very, very brutal match, very physical, and it's going to be a very good match. Hopefully, on paper, but probably in the ring it will be probably just a short match because WWE doesn't give a darn about the Divas division. So once again, I'm going with Caitlyn, still retaining her Divas title. Okay, let's move forward. Okay, it'll be a 6-man tag team match. John Cena, Ryback, and Sheamus versus The Shield. Now, we all know that The Shield been kicking ass, taking names ever since they debuted this past November when it was awesome. I was there live at Indianapolis, Indiana. John Cena got his ass kicked. Ryback got screwed twice, at Hell in a Cell, and Shield screwed him at Survivor Series, and Sheamus got his ass kicked against the Shield. So I really like the Shield get over in this match because they're young, upcoming WWE superstars. There's no way in hell, in my eyes, that John Cena, Ryback, and Sheamus should win. But I know Ryback is the newest WWE superstar, but anything's possible. Once again, I am going with the Shield, pick up the victory. Okay, next match will be the World Heavyweight Championship match. Current champion, The Real versus The Big Show. Now, a couple of weeks ago on SmackDown, in the hotel room, The Real beat the crap out of Big Show, and he was suspended, for prior a week on what happened on Raw, and a couple of weeks after that, The Real put a bucket of paint on Big Show. It looked like he was crying like a big baby, and he took the tires off his big old bus, and I really like the feud, and they had a decent match at the Rumble. I didn't get a chance to see the Rumble live at Hooters because we had a big ice storm in Indiana, and I tried to watch it. I streamed it, bad quality. A lot of my friends trying to send me links, so I'll definitely will get it on Blu-ray when it comes out. So thank you anyway, my friends. You try your best. But I'm going with The Real. Return the World Championship. It'd be kind of dumb. Is Big Show was the new champion, but you know how WWE works these days, But because WWE wants to make The Real the newest Mexican wrestler out there, is a face. Okay, next one will be the Elimination Chamber match. Chris Jericho versus Daniel Bryan versus Randy Orton versus Mark Henry versus Kane versus Jack Swagger. Jack Swagger recently returned for WWE. We have not seen him since the beginning of fall, on Labor Day. I was there. I guess he wants to make a different image of himself. And it says the winner gets a world title shot at WrestleMania 29. Now, I made a separate video on Y2J versus slash Mark Henry, so I totally botched that. I thought if the Elimination Chamber, if Chris Jericho wins, he wins the world title. I botched it, so I apologize who watched that previous video. So I am going on a limb here. I am going with Chris Jericho become the new number one contender for the World Championship and World Champion at Mania, you know. Okay, I forgot to mention about the World Title match. Maybe Mr. Moneybank Dolph might cash it in that night, and maybe it's just a quick prediction for Mania 29. It might be Dolph versus Y2J, and maybe at the time Dolph will be world champion and maybe a title match. I don't know how it's gonna work out, or maybe it might be a triple threat match, the Real versus Y2J versus Dolph. I don't know how WWE is gonna work like this. We'll find out in weeks to come, leading up to Mania. But I really want to see Dolph versus Y2J at Mania for the belt or non-title match, you know. Okay, next match. This should be the main event, hopefully. The WWE Championship match. The Rock versus CM Punk. Oh yeah, The Rock is the current WWE Champion. What happened at the Rumble? Everyone was surprised The Rock won the belt. You know, I know people made YouTube videos about it, like the biggest wrestling fan, not wrestling fan, but he was very, overweight. I don't want to say fat, but you guys know what I'm saying. He made a fool of himself on camera, but don't ever do that once your girlfriend videotape it and put yourself online. Just to let you guys know. That's a warning. But if you get mad, don't get mad. Just wrestling. It's not like the world is ending. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Hopefully I did my best. Okay. If The Rock gets himself disqualified or count out, CM Punk wins the WWE title. Now I don't know why in the hell that Paul Heyman, scratch it. I don't know why that Vince McMahon agrees to this stipulation. I think something's big gonna happen at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. Maybe Paul Heyman might screw Punk and join forces with The Rock, and maybe The Rock will turn heel, and they'll have a great match, John Cena versus The Rock number 2. I'm not looking forward to the match, but we'll find out if that match is gonna go down in WWE history, or maybe Brock Lesnar might interfere in this match, or something's gonna happen. Maybe the referee will get knocked out. But I'm going on a limb here. I like both of these competitors, I grew up with The Rock in the Attitude Era, and I liked CM Punk ever since he debuted in the WWE, the ECW version. So I'm going with The Rock, retain his belt and headline WrestleMania 29. So those are my predictions for Elimination Chamber live from New Orleans. So hopefully everyone enjoys that. There's 7 matches. Oh wait, yeah, I forgot one. For the United States Championship match, Antonio versus The Miz. Now these two guys had a little great feud. Now I am going, I heard them, I'm going with Antonio. There's no reason that The Miz should be U.S. champion, or maybe W might switch gears and put The Miz as a U.S. champion, because it'd be kind of great. Let The Miz have the U.S. belt, and maybe Antonio would go up higher, maybe for the world title picture. That'd be kind of neat, because right now he's stuck in mid-card position. So this is, on paper, look like a pretty good Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. First time in a long time, I know a lot of people not very happy there's only one Elimination Chamber match, but there's a lot of great matches on here to watch, I'm looking forward to it. Probably will see some backstage. And also, this Monday, WWE is going to have a big announcement, probably online. I don't know how you're going to watch it, but it's something to do with WrestleMania 30. Now, before I let you go, speaking of WrestleMania, the latest wrestling magazine came out, to my house earlier today. So very happy. And there is the back. I'm not gonna get this. I like the original one, not just because of John Cena. I think it's a better storyline. All good stuff. I still gotta get that on Blu-ray. I know a lot of people say that's a waste of money, but if you just want to pop it in, you go just play off. But this is awesome. I have so many magazines in my room. Unbelievable. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. Probably just throw them away or whatever. I just want to show you this really quickly before I end the video. So that's about it. This is a good match. A lot of people are mad because AJ Lee got involved. So we'll find out if Mr. Money in Bank will cash it in at the pay-per-view. I know he has a couple more months until I think it expires in July. Have a good one and take care. Enjoy pay-per-view, wrestling fans. And hopefully Monday I will do my review on the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. Just let you guys know. Later, my friends. Bye-bye.